You wanna go fishing? Let's go fishing. Oh, look at you, big boy. Getting out of the truck by yourself. All right, let's get the rods. Yeah, we were just here, weren't we? All right, let's get our stuff. All right, we are back. We ran back to the house to get something a little more finessey, which works out because I have two Lew's rods that I've been meaning to review anyway. We have the Lew's Hank Parker edition, and then we also have one of the Lew's speed sticks. These are both from Walmart. These are your budget friendly rods. Solid rods. I've had a lot of people in the past ask me about this bag that I carry my rods in from Pro Locker Outdoors. I bought one of these 20 years ago when I was tournament fishing at a fish and tackle trade show kind of thing, and I have had that thing forever. And I actually found their Facebook page after many years and sent them a video saying how that I had been still using their bag after all this time, and the only thing that had gone wrong with it is I had busted one of the zippers. They sent me out another one. When they say lifetime guaranteed on stitching and zipper, they're not kidding. I will do a complete separate review on this one and the 20-year-old one that I have in a later video. But for those that might be asking for it, I'll link this down below in the description. Love these bags. There are no better ways to get your rods and reels around, especially if you're a co-angler, a bank fisherman, or somebody in and out of other people's boats. I also use this Lew's mock backpack. Love it. Bright neon green, of course, as goes with the Lew's. You see my Mach 2 reel, my Mach 2 replacement pole. I actually broke the pole that came with this. It was my fault. I snapped the tip off. But again, we're back to fishing, going down to finesse. We're moving to more cold water tactics, which I'll talk about here shortly. I'm just downsizing some stuff from my Mach 2 backpack into my little carry bag here, since we're going to be down on the creek. But this is what I use when I carry, and I'll show you this, and I'll do a separate review, my Edge tackle boxes and a couple of my other boxes. Oh look, I'm going to break the internet. I have a Rage Tail bag with some Rage Crawls in it, and I'm going to throw in some Guggen Squad Bandito Bugs, oh, and some other little drop shot baits. Only one little bag. Because I'm creek fishing, I'm minimizing it. It's just going into a bag. We're going to try for some bass. Doubt we're going to get any bit of bite. What's the point in introducing my dog to fishing if we don't catch any fish? So, let's get Gunner. Let's get back down to the water and get to fishing. The water's pretty cool. We have a cold front coming in. Actually supposed to have snow tomorrow. We're going to slow way down. Use a spinning rod. A little bitty shaky head. And try to entice some bass with this Bandito Bug. So I just have it where the hook is buried in here, but notice how the claws and flippers are kind of pointing up for when it lands. We're just going to flick this out there and drag it back very slowly. This is a medium action rod, and again, we can't be all about the high dollar rods and reels. When you're walking up and down banks and slippery, you know, and muddy rocks and banks, you're gonna fall, you're gonna break stuff. But that being said, this Lew's Xfinity Speed Stick, medium action, what is it, 7 foot long, medium power, fast action. Anybody can pick one of these up at Walmart. And man, they look nice too. It's literally the same rod as the Mach 2. It's just a little bit different, doesn't have the super colored wing grips like these do. And it's solid green, or the rod is the same. May have to take this up there to the spillway where it can go in the current, not get caught up in all these trees.
1 hour later.
Alright, we moved up here to the spillway. As you can see, that's where Lake Monroe spills down into Salt Creek. Let's go check these out. See what kind of view we got here. Me and Gunner sitting on some steps. So, pink when it's cold is kind of like a crappie favorite. So I just got a pink hair jig and I tipped it with a pink and white tail. I'm going to test out this new Hank Parker speed stick. Not bad. Now I've got like 8-pound or 10-pound fluorocarbon on here. For what I'm doing here, probably 4-pound would be better. 6 for sure. But we got a nice little cubby over here, which should be a good little spot out of the current. Maybe we'll find us somebody if our little hair jig doesn't get stuck. What do you think, Gunner? Are these steps better than the log? We'll take a few casts with each bait. See what we can get. We'll just keep alternating, see if we can get something to bite. May take that Bandito Bug off and put a shaky head worm on, but you never know. It's a little bit bigger bait. The shaky head will probably entice either a bass or a crappie, but of course I love catching bass, so I would love to have one hit that Bandito Bug. There was a bite. Yep, that was a bite. So there was a bite. So I'm not sure who was biting, but I was just dragging it across those rocks. And there's one. There we go. All right. Looky there, Gunner. Looky there, Gunner. Your first bass with the Gramps. All right. Bandito Bug. Dragging slowly in the rocks. Gunner. Gunner, looky here. Look. Oh my God. What do I have? You want to come check this out? You want to come check this out? Looky there. Oh, you want to smell it? Want to smell it? Want to give him a kiss? Looky there, looky there. That's right. Little dinker, about a pounder on the Bandito Bug. Cold weather fishing. But like I said, these are the times you want to slow down and downsize. And yes, while this is a finesse technique, I'm using the Bandito Bug for what, and I'm using this Bandito Bug with a shaky head, threw it around those rocks, and we ended up with a nice little pounder down here at the spillway. Gotta love that. You gonna give him a kiss? You gonna give him a kiss? Yeah. Looky there, looky there. All right. Let's see if we can get a little closer to that bush. Tighten that down a little bit. That is a good looking rod. But I love the fact that Lew's works with some of the box stores to, you know, make affordable rods, because this is literally an IM7 rod, probably with a lot of the same features of the Mach 2 that I bought in a combo. But I mean, casts nice, feels nice, catches fish. I might have to get one of their panfish rods. I don't panfish a lot, but I know in 2020 a lot of people are out doing a lot of different things, including going fishing for the first time. If you're brand new to fishing and you don't know anything about it, watch the video that I'm gonna link right up here, and it will step by step show you how to get your first rod and reel, cover all the different terminal tackle, baits, bobbers, hooks, weights, how to run your line, how to tie knots, everything to catch your first fish. And to prove it worked, I used my granddaughter Sky, and she caught her very first bluegill one beautiful summer day while we were out at Spring Mill with me, her sister, and Granny. All right, back to our sacred bag of rage tail and Guggen baits. Ooh, let's go with a little more of the chartreuse. I got shaky heads and other stuff in there too, but we're probably down to the last hour of light. I don't care what bait you're a fan of. If they catch fish, they catch fish. Oh, but so-and-so copied so-and-so. Don't care. If they catch fish, they catch fish. My number one baits are normally Strike King. My youngest son and I have been a fan of Rage Tail baits since they were, before Strike King took them, because we met the guy who invented them years ago at a boat show, and he actually gave my son a hat. But he was pretty awesome. The way that he rippled the tails of his baits for the Rage, with the Rage Crawl, the Rage Chunk, he had several different baits that we loved, and you can catch the crap out of the fish. Those toads that you can rip across the top water, yeah, they were the bomb. What was his name? Steve Parks, maybe? Is that what it was? I can't remember. I found some grass somewhere. Look at there. I'll make a few more casts. Whole puppy dog's back here laying down, keeping an eye out on things. Let's see if we can get in that corner. That's a little better. I'm just trying to bounce this enough where it's in that little swirl of water, but I don't want it to sink down and get stuck in the rocks. We're just trying to tick it along the top of the rocks and keep it moving to see if we can find somebody. All right, we'll give this a few more casts, and we're gonna try that crappie jig and see if there's any crappie over there. Tell you what, this thing casts like a dream for as light as that little jig head is. Gunner, quit pulling on my leg, dude. Bring me a chair down here one of these days and sit. My little stool, that'd be the way to go. Gunner, you're pulling my pocket, homeboy. What are you doing? Yeah. There we go. What do you want, mister? You just had to get in on the action too? Look at you, big monster. Big monster. Woo! Oh yeah. You go back in there before somebody tries to eat you. What? What are you doing with my boy? Yeah, you give me kisses. What, you need all the attention? Do you need all the attention? I'm paying more attention to the fish than you. Didn't you see that little bass? He wanted to come play with our pink hair jig. You probably need to go potty and you're ready to go home and eat some food, aren't you? Said, Daddy, it's past my dinner time. Take me home. All right, give me a couple more casts and we'll get you on the road. It is starting to cool off, I already know that. It's supposed to snow tomorrow, if you can believe that. Yeah, you ready to go home and eat some dinner? Let's get the toys put away in the rod locker. Can you get up there by yourself? Can you get up there by yourself? Need a little boost? All right, come on. There you go. You just gotta get them feet on there. All right, get up here and sit. All right, now you're ready to travel, aren't you? Ready to travel, aren't you? Come on, down. There's my good boy. There's my good boy. Yeah, Daddy should have some treats in his pocket, but he don't. He's such a good boy. All right, that's gonna do it for me and Gunner out here at the spillway. We were fishing down the creek, didn't really catch anything. Come up here and hey, at least caught us a largemouth and even a tiny little bass. It was nice. Cold weather fishing, gotta slow down, gotta do things differently. From here on out, Gunner's gonna be a big part of my channel. In the spring, looking to get a boat. It'd be a John boat, bass boat, V-hole boat, who knows. It'll be a boat so he can come out with me, even if it's just a plastic boat. Just depends on what we're doing. Stay tuned over the winter time. We'll be doing a lot of gear review, a lot of lessons, a lot of talking about techniques and everything. I've been bass fishing my whole life. Figure it's about time I start sharing that with a lot of other people. Until next time, stay safe, go outside, get to fishing.